The Wolverine Sports Network is on the air.
He's going to keep the football. Drive for the goal line. It's a touchdown! The Wolverines have won it on the final play of the game. Touchdown East. A Wolverine walk-off winner.
Ostrowski, the righty, winds and deals. Straight right. It's a perfect game. Tate Ostrowski has thrown a perfect game for the Wolverines.
Piper back to throw. Has time. Looking for the end zone. And what is it called? Touchdown! It is a touchdown for the Wolverines with 7 seconds to play.
Grove City has won the President's Athletic Conference Championship. Grove City wins the PAC. The Cinderella story is alive.
Piper takes the snap. Looking to throw. Fires downfield.
Frazier made the catch and scored the touchdown to win it for the Wolverines.
And a very pleasant good evening to you from the Grove City College Arena tonight on the Wolverine Sports Network. It's the Grove City College Women's Volleyball home opener. Grove City taking on Carnegie Mellon. Hi everybody, Ryan Briggs here with you this evening in the Grove City College Arena. It is Coaches versus Cancer night, the home opener, and the renewal of a rivalry that dates back to 1984. A lot to talk about, and we'll talk about it when we come back after this quick timeout on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. But prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Welcome back to the Grove City College Arena. Ryan Briggs with you here in the Grove City College Arena. Grove City and Carnegie Mellon tonight. Grove City 6-0. Carnegie Mellon at 6-1. Suffice to say, two teams off to great starts here in 2025. Grove City, pair of 3-0 weekends. Went 3-0 down at Gettysburg on Labor Day weekend, then last weekend at Oberlin going 3-0. Carnegie Mellon had a strong outing last weekend at Baldwin Wallace, capped by a 4-set win over John Carroll. As it was CMU defeating John Carroll 25-17, 22-25, 25-15, and 25-18. So CMU 6-1. Grove City 6-0 against a good schedule. CMU 6-1 against a really stout schedule. CMU's played a number of top teams already and will continue this weekend with MIT, Ithaca, Johns Hopkins all coming to town. Grove City will have a week off until next Tuesday, the President's Athletic Conference opener. At Hiram, that's a North Division matchup. We'll take a break, come back, get you the starting lineups and the opening serve. Grove City and Carnegie Mellon on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Mama, what does the chicken say?
Chicken. Oh, okay.
And wolf?
Oh, a wolf.
Ooh! What about the tiny dog? Cat? Owl? Dolphin? What does the turkey say? Whale?
Whale sound.
Do the giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Okay. Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/
the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Teams going through their warm-ups out on the court right now here in the Grove City College Arena. Carnegie Mellon has gone out into the lobby area. The Tartans are changing into their jerseys. Looks like both teams are wearing the red jerseys tonight, and two things to go with that. Number one, with both teams separated by the net, is not as much of a concern as, say, basketball or football or soccer. And secondly, because it is coaches versus cancer night, wearing red is the kind of the color du jour. Support for that you can see across the way. A lot of people wearing red. You cannot see me necessarily, but I'm wearing red. You have to trust me on that one. So really cool that both teams have donned the red jerseys tonight for this matchup. CMU won last year's meeting November 9th, 2024, down in Pittsburgh, 25-21, 25-15, 25-20. And the all-time series, Grove City leads at 20-9. They first met back in 1984. CMU has had the upper hand as of late. Grove City will look to turn the tables tonight on the Tartans. Starting lineups when we come back here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
What is dedication?
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that my kids wouldn't have a father. And I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. I definitely had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it.
That's dedication. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
And we're back here in the Grove City College Arena as working out a few bugs here to get the starting lineups determined, and now we have them. First for Carnegie Mellon, the Tartans under seventh-year head coach Ann Bach will line them up this way. It'll be Sophie Pan, a 6-foot freshman at middle blocker. Catherine Jackson, 6-foot senior at outside hitter. She had 9 kills in the win last year. Naya Tamala, outstanding setter, 5'7" out of Los Angeles. She will be the setter tonight, along with Kai Herkenrother. She'll be in the middle as well, 6-footer out of Hampton. And then rounding out the starting lineup will be Izzy Saffert. She's the libero, we believe, out of Minneapolis, 5'6" sophomore. And then Katie Jown, 5'9" junior. What a junior season she's had so far, leading the team in kills. She's out of Corte Madera, California, the 5'9" junior. And Logan Devereaux, 6-foot freshman from Manhattan Beach, California. So Carnegie Mellon going with Pan, Jackson, Tamala, Herkenrother, Jown, and Devereaux with Saffert as the libero. For Grove City, Wolverines will line them up this way. It'll be Bella Costa at one of the outside spots, 5'7" senior from CVCA. The libero is Lily Wotala, 5'4" sophomore, first year at Grove City. For her, Lily Poole in the middle, 6-foot sophomore out of Ashland. Kendra Klusch, the reigning PAC Defensive Player of the Week. She'll join Poole in the middle, 6-foot junior from Alliance, Ohio. Elena Dorst on the outside, 5'8" junior from Middletown, Delaware. Lily Lagaris on the right side, 6-foot junior from Crofton, Maryland. And Brooklyn Wireball will be the setter, 5'10" senior from Medina. Costa, Poole, Klusch, Dorst, Lagaris, and Wireball for Grove City. Wotala is the defensive specialist. Your officials tonight, Seth Runatz and Mark Weschler are the referees, with Hannah Budzowski and Keith Fry on the lines. We'll come back and get things started. The home opener coming up next on the Wolverines Sports Network.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies.
Oh, that's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? Oh, more ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
And now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at GoRedForWomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you know, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control over my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Ken Frenchak here from the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. It's that time of year again. Buy one, get one free windshield wiper sale. You heard correct. BOGO windshield wiper sale with any of our Valvoline full-service oil change through the end of the year. So get ready for Old Man Winter today before he arrives. BOGO windshield wiper sale through December 31st. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come to us for the experience.
Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out. It's that easy.
A 6-foot sophomore from Ashland, Ohio, number 11, Lily Poole. A 6-foot junior from Alliance, Ohio, number 13, Kendra Klusch. A 5'8" junior from Middletown, Delaware, number 18, Elena Dorst. A 6-foot junior from Crofton, Maryland, number 19, Lily Lagares. And a 5'10" senior from Cuyahoga Valley Christian, number 20, Brooklyn Wirebaugh. The head coach of the Wolverines is Leo Sales. He is assisted by Emily Grossman, Kate Berry, and Brett Heckathorn. Your officials tonight, Seth Runatz and Mark Weschler, with Hannah Witzowski and Keith Fry on the lines. Whatever you need, yep, do what you need to do, yep. No, you're fine. And we're about ready to get started here in the Grove City College Arena. Grove City and Carnegie Mellon. Grove City will be on the right side. Wolverines generally have been on the left side from our camera's vantage point, but they've switched. They have a camera installed, for film review and so forth, and it was easier to move the team than it was the camera. So Grove City will be going right to left. CMU, of course, on the opposite side here in set number 1. Glad you could join us. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. Home opener for the Wolverines. And I believe it will be Grove City to serve to begin tonight's match. We have our stat crew here, Philip Schweitzer and Kristen Tesch, back on board. They did exemplary work in preseason as well as in the men's season last year. Although Philip was on the court quite a bit, but they helped out when Grove City wasn't playing. Great to have them here. And it will be Brooklyn Wirebaugh to serve for Grove City. And the home schedule is about to get underway here in the Grove City College Arena. Underway. The attack by Herkenrother, and it's going to be a kill for Carnegie Mellon. So CMU grabs the early lead 1-0. And it will be Tamala to serve for CMU. As we said, she's put together a heck of a junior season. 7 aces Saturday in the win over John Carroll, along with 42 assists. That one received by Dorst, set by Wirebaugh. The attack by Lagares is going to be short, and CMU on top 2-0. Tamala serving from the near right corner. Received by Dorst. Wirebaugh with the set. Lagares, that one dug out of there. The attack will be in. The kill for Jown, and Jown makes it 3-0. Tamala will serve. Received by Watala, set by Wirebaugh. Lagares attack, it's blocked back over, and going to be a point Carnegie Mellon. As Bella Woodard along the near side getting a piece of that one, sending it back over, and the Wolverines unable to handle it. 4-0 is the score. Tamala again, the lollipop serve, that time received by Wirebaugh, set from Watala. Lagares, tip out of the back. Tamala the set, attack from Herkenrother, and tip off of Grove City. 5-0, CMU's jumped out, and timeout Grove City. Wolverines want to regroup. Carnegie Mellon's jumped up 5-0. We'll be back after this quick timeout on the Wolverines Sports Network.
Mama, what does the chicken say?
Chicken. Oh, okay.
When the wolf?
Oh, a wolf.
Ooh! What about the tiny dog? Cat? Owl? Dolphin? What does the turkey say? Well.
Well, so.
Do the giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Oh, okay. Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/
the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Tamala to serve out of the timeout, and it's an ace for CMU as Bellacosta unable to handle that one. 6-0, Carnegie Mellon on top here in the early going. Tamala, that one received by Dorst. The set from Wirebaugh. Attack from Dorst, and that was going to get in there for a kill. Tamala tried to dig it, just couldn't quite get it high enough for a teammate to get over there, and the Wolverines are on the board. It is 6-1. Long way to go in this one. The Wolverines certainly want to stem the tide a little bit, and Elena Dorst to serve. Received in the back by Jackson. Attack far side, and it'll be a kill for Jown. Jown, 24 kills Saturday in the four-setter over John Carroll, and she's racked up a couple here in the early going. 7-1 CMU. Now Jown will serve. Received by Watala. Wirebaugh the set. Attack from Klush. Dug nicely by Gavros. Lefty attack on the near side. Woodard, the senior out of Houston, Texas, 6'2", puts that one down. It's 8-1 CMU. Carnegie Mellon, a lot of depth, a lot of length, to say the least. And Woodard from the right side. Jown's serve, fielded by Sarah Hart. Set by Dorst, and now Hart, her first attack of the night. Dug by Gavros, set by Tamala, attacked by Jown out of the back row, and it's going to result in a kill. Carnegie Mellon so far tonight, 5 kills on 6 attacks. And it's 9-1. Good start for the visitors. Jown's serve, received by Watala. Hart will set it up. Attack from the right side by Lagaris. Wolverines will try it again, and it's going to be an attack error on Hart. That will be another point on the board for CMU, 10-1, here in set number 1. Jown's line drive, fielded by Hart. Set by Wirebaugh, back to Hart. Dug by Gavros. This time the attack far side, Jackson, and it is out. Tried to go along that far side, but ran out of real estate. And the Wolverines get point number 2 on the board, and that'll be Kendra Klush to serve. Klush, reigning defensive player of the week in the PAC, and that serve a bit long. It is out, and that will make it 11-2 Carnegie Mellon. Klush out, Watala back in on the back row. And Zoe Gavros, the 5'5" junior from California, to serve for CMU. Dorst will receive it, and it's going to land out of bounds. Second ace of the night. Check that, third ace for CMU. Tamala had a couple earlier, and now that one for Gavros, 12-2. Hart receives that one. Dorst will set it. Now Hart with the attack. Block back onto the Grove City side. Dorst sets it up again. This time Lagaris will give it a crack. Dug by Gavros, set by Tamala. Attacked by Pan, and a kill for Sophie Pan. Pan, the freshman from Palo Alto, California, out in the Bay Area. If you're a freshman getting into the CMU starting lineup, you have some serious talent. Line drive serve, sent over by Hart, and the tip by Jackson for the quick kill. 14-2, CMU extending the lead, and Grove City will take time. Carnegie Mellon off to a good start, back after this on the home of the Wolverines.
Hey, is that a faucet running? Nope, that's not a faucet. That's a river rushing through the forest. It is? Yeah, forest rivers provide over 100 million people with clean water to drink. The water comes straight from the forest to us. In fact...
What? I can't hear you because of the vacuum.
That's not a vacuum. That's the trees in the forest cleaning up the air we breathe.
How do trees clean the air?
They soak up the dirty air on their leaves, branches, and trunks, which means clean air for us.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yep. But the forest does more than give us clean air and water. It gives us shade for hot days, birds to listen to, and trees to climb.
Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know how cool the forest could be. Hey, let's go explore some more.
Visit the forest today and enjoy all it does, just for you. To learn more about the forest and find one near you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Grove City has taken both of its timeouts in set number 1. Trying to get some semblance of momentum. Carnegie Mellon has jumped on the Wolverines. Gavros serve, received by Dorst, set by Wirebaugh, back set to Lagares, and that one, we're going to say it's in. The line judge off to the left said in. The line judge on the near side, on the right side, said out, and that's the call that stands. Serve, received by Dorst. Dug by Jackson, Tamala the set. Woodard, the attack, dug by Dorst. Wirebaugh sets it up. Dorst sends it over, and Elena Dorst picks up a kill. 15-3. Wolverines will send a couple of subs in. Lila Stonehouse, 5'8" senior from Hatboro, out in the Philadelphia area. She will check in, and Brooke Manful, first-year sophomore from Wadsworth, Ohio, will check in, and Manful will be the server. Lefty serve. Attack by Woodard near side. Dug by Dorst. Watala sets it up. Now Hart with the attack. Dug by Gavros. Tamala sets it up. Jackson on the attack. Sent back over. Kept alive by CMU. Tipped by Pan. And it's going to be a block for the Wolverines. Lily Poole racking up the block. Grove City starting to gain a little bit of traction. And Brooke Manful back to serve. Nice crowd continues to file in. A lot of red here in the arena. And the lefty serve is short. And that will give side out back to CMU. Melissa Jin, 5'10" freshman from Fremont, California. She'll come in to serve. She's listed as a setter. We'll see if she does much setting. Tamala's done the lion's share of the setting this year. Serve is going to be received by Watala and sent over by Poole. Tamala, she'll set up far side for Jackson, and she hammers that one down. Jackson's second kill of the night, 17-4, Carnegie Mellon. Jin to serve. Hart will receive it along the line. Manful, the back set. That one caught the net and gets over. Maybe not the prettiest kill that Sarah Hart has had this year, but the Wolverines will take it. Sarah Hart, first season at Grove City, the junior. Off to a great start here in 2025 and racks up her first kill of the night. Served by Costa, who checked back in. Tamala with the set. The attack by Pan. Kept alive by the Wolverines. Sent over by Costa, the free ball. Tamala sets it up. Jackson gets dug, but it's going to go out of bounds, and a kill for Jackson. Watala got there, but that one had a lot of mustard on it, and ends up going out of play to make it 18-5, Carnegie Mellon. Jackson serve, received by Dorst. Manful sets it up, back to Dorst. Dug far side by Jown. Attack out of the back by Jackson, and Catherine Jackson. Racking up the kills, 19-5. She has 4 here in the first set, matching her jersey number. Now Jackson to serve, line drive. Fielded by Dorst. Poole sends it over. Jackson the dig. Tamala with a tip. Dug by Costa. Manful sets it up for Dorst. She gets dug by Gavros, far side. Tamala. The quick set to Sophie Pan, and Pan puts it down for the kill. Carnegie Mellon hitting .500 here in set number 1. 11 kills, 2 errors on only 18 attacks. 20-5 Tartans. Jackson, that serve received by Dorst, excuse me. Attack from Stonehouse. Jackson the dig. Tamala sets it up. Jown, her attack, is blocked out of bounds, and Kate Jown records the kill. That'll make it 21-5 as Carnegie Mellon closes in on a win in set number 1. Jackson serve, received by Dorst. Manful tried to catch CMU napping, but that one caught the top of the net and stayed on the Grove City side. It's an attack error. 22-5 Tartans. Serve received by Batala. Manful sets it up. The attack from Dorst gets blocked. Manful able to get it back across, however. Tamala sets it up. Jackson with the attack. Dig by Costa. Pull with a tip over. Dug nicely by Jin. Far side Jown gets blocked. CMU keeps it alive. Jown will try it again. Dorst with a dig sends it over. Gavris off to Tamala. Jown a third try, and that one will hit the deck for a point. Jown unsuccessful first couple in that rally, but able to hammer that one down. Her 5th kill the early going. Receive by Dorst. Manful gets it back to Dorst. Kept alive by Gavris. Jown, her attack, fading away a little bit. Didn't get a lot on that one. That one hit about 2/3 of the way up the net, and it will be a point for Grove City. Just the 3rd hitting error of the first set for CMU. Tartans, on a night where everybody's wearing red, Tartans have been red hot. Pan's attack, going to be good anyway, but the Wolverines are called for a block error. As I believe they get Dorst for being in the net. 24-6, CMU serving for the set. Serve long. And the Wolverines stay alive here in set 1. Lagares will check back in. We get our first look at Eliana Porta, 5'8" freshman from Heartland, Michigan. She will serve. She is a setter by trade. Porta, it's received by Gavros. Now the attack from Jown and the tip off of Porta. That'll be set point, and CMU takes set number 1. 25-7, good start for the visitors. We'll come back with set number 2 after this on the Wolverines Sports Network.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies. Oh, that's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? Oh, more ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better. Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at GoRedForWomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control over my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Good start for CMU. Tartans with a 25-7 win in set one, but wipe the slate clean for set two if you're Grove City. Kate Jones, 6 kills for CMU in the first set. Catherine Jackson, 4. Elena Dorst with 2 on the Wolverines side. It will be CMU serving to begin the second set tonight. CMU now occupying the right side of the floor. And it's going to be Tamala to offer up the first serve of set 2 here in the Grove City College Arena. Glad you could join us tonight. Hope you're having a great Tuesday, the home opener. Carnegie Mellon throwing a bucket of cold water on that first set. And Wolverines will try to keep it alive. Hart able to send it over. Gavra sets it up. Tamala will find Woodard, and she picks up the kill. Woodard, she has everything you want in a right side hitter. At power, of course, left-handed, 6'2". And she picks up her second kill of the night. Tamala serve, received by Watala. Manful sets it, attacked by Dorst out of bounds, and 2-0 Carnegie Mellon. Nea Tamala out of Los Angeles, Harvard Westlake High School. Her serve received by Dorst, set by Manful. Lila Stonehouse. The attack, Tamala digs it. Now CMU will send the free ball over. Wolverines a chance here. Manful with the set, the attack by Klusch. She gets blocked. And CMU makes it 3-0 as Herkenrother in the middle, notching the block. She was the UAA Player of the Week back on September 2nd after the opening weekend. 23 kills and 17 blocks in 3 matches at Gettysburg. Manful sets it up. Stonehouse far side, dug by Tamala. Gavris will set it up. Attack from the near side by Jown. Now back the other way. Stonehouse, dug by Jackson. Tamala sets it up. Jown again. Watala digs it back onto the CMU side. Tamala, the set, and the attack is out. Herkenrother, a rare hitting error tonight for CMU. It's 3-1. We mentioned both teams were at Gettysburg on the opening weekend, but teams didn't play. It's the way that things shook out. Elena Dorst serving. Gavris receives it. Tamala sets it up. And it's going to be a block as Kendra Klusch blocks Woodard in the middle. 3-2. It's already a notably better start for the Wolverines, but that first set was what CMU was doing as opposed to what Grove City wasn't doing. Dorst serve long, and now 4-2 on that serving error. That's like a team like CMU makes you pay for every little mistake. And CMU doesn't make many mistakes. Jown to serve, received by Lily Watala. Manful sets it up. Hart with the attack, dug by Gavris. And the kill recorded by Carnegie Mellon. Block attempt by the Wolverines on the near side, off the mark. 5-2 CMU. With Jown to serve. Line drive received by Hart. Manful sets it up. Stonehouse from the right side, dug by Tamala. Gavros, the set and the attack. Another kill for CMU. Tartan's hitting at a .406 clip tonight. Woodard picking up that kill. Her third of the night. Jones serve received by Hart. And that hit the antenna. Will be an ace. Fourth ace of the night for CMU and 4 straight points for Carnegie Mellon. The lead is 7-2. Jown to serve again. Received by Watala. Hart with the attack. And that's going to be off the hands of Jown. Lands beyond the end line, and Grove City picks up the point. Sarah Hart, second kill of the night. Inside out back to the Wolverines for Kendra Klush. Klush sends it over. Tamala the set. The attack by Herkenrother. CMU tries to get in. Jackson gets dug. The set by Manful. Hart, who had the dig, now the attack. Gavros with a nice dig. Attack by Tamala, dug by Dorst. Hart on the far side. Dug by Gavros again. And the attack and a kill for Woodard as Herkenrother blew a tire in the middle of the floor. She went up, and fortunately she's okay, but that was a bit awkward looking. A little bit of a wet spot or a little bit of perspiration. She lost her footing. She's okay, which is good, but that would certainly scare you if you're her or a CMU fan. Stonehouse sends it over, dug by Tamala. Gavros sets it up, attacked by Woodard. And Bella Woodard, the 6'2 senior from Houston, notches another kill. 5th kill of the night for her on 8 attacks. Gavros serving from the near left corner and sends that one long. Second error of the night for CMU, serving-wise. But 4 aces compared to only 2 errors. You'll take that if you're CMU, certainly. And now Eliana Porta, who we saw briefly at the end of set number 1. Received by Jown. Attack from Jackson. Block attempt unsuccessful by Manful and Poole. Out of bounds. And a kill for Carnegie Mellon. Jin returns for Woodard on the CMU side. Carnegie Mellon, of course, a member of the University Athletic Association, the UAA. And that one out. Try to tuck it in that far back corner, but just missed by about the width of the ball. Out of bounds, and Grove City cuts the lead to 10-5. The UAA, what an outstanding volleyball league that is. All 8 of those teams are stout. Served by Costa, received by Gavros. Porter will set it up. The attack on the far side by Dorst, dug by Gavros. Now Jackson near side, and her attack block that goes out of bounds, and Carnegie Mellon reclaims a 6-point lead. Jackson serving. Wotala receives it. Porta sets it up. The attack by Manful and gets it in. Popped it over with a left fist. Had a lot of hang time on it, and gravity helped her out a little bit. Dropped it in right near the end line. But Brooke Manful picks up her first kill of the night. It's 11-6. Wotala to serve. Received by Jackson. The attack dug by Wotala, now sent over by Dorst, and it's long. It's Tamala who had the last attack that time for CMU. We talked about her exploits setting, already 19 assists, couple of serves, but well, she can really bring it too when she cuts loose. Sophie Pan to serve. Costa receives it, the attack by Porta. Caught CMU off guard, and Eliana Porta, very promising rookie for the Wolverines, picks up the kill. So Manful her first year. Sophomore academically, freshman athletically. Lefty will serve it. Drifts to the near side, kept in by Jown. The attack by Herkenrother. Tic-tac-toe for CMU. Good serve reception there. Sit up Tamala, and you give Herkenrother that much time and room, and 9 times out of 10, CMU is going to put a tally on the board. 13-7 CMU. Tamala, line drive, received by Dorst, sent over by Herkenrother. Dorst from the left side, dug by Gavros. Back set by Tamala. Woodard, the attack, scoots it across the net and gets it in. Woodard smiling like a slit watermelon after that one. Didn't catch it clean, but sometimes you catch a break. And she did there. It's 14-7. 6 solid night for her. Tamala, that serve into the net. Lead trimmed back to 6, 14-8. Dorst to serve, floats it over. Gavros receives it. Tamala sets it up. That one hammered down by Jown. Watala keeps it alive, and now a free ball sent over by Elena Dorst. Gavros will get it over to Tamala. Near side, Jown, the attack and a kill. Kate Jown, the 5'9 junior, but she has springs in her legs, to say the least. 7th kill of the night for her on 13 attacks. .462 hitting percentage. 15-8. That serve a bit long. Hart let it go, and that was a wise decision. 15-9. CMU leading the set the match 1-0. Tartans won the first one going away, 25-7. Klusch to serve. Received by Jown. Set near side, and Jackson gets it down onto the floor for kill number 8 tonight. So she now leads the team with 8 kills. Jown was 7, Woodard 6. A very balanced attack tonight from CMU. And the lead back to 7 at 16-9. Gavros, her serve into the net, and back to Grove City. Stonehouse out, Porta in. So likely Porta will be doing the setting with Manful shifting over to the right side. Porta serve, received by Gavros, and it's going to be an ace. Ace number 1 for the Wolverines, courtesy of jersey number 1, Eliana Porter. And it's 16-11. Wolverines chipping away. Love to see them string together a few more points here. Line drive into the net, and that thought muted. As the lead back to 6 at 17-11 now. Jin back in for Carnegie Mellon. Serve received by Manful, set up by Porta. Hart with the attack, blocked over, dug by Watala. Manful will try it. Far side, dug by Jin, floats it over, and it's going to come up with a kill. Right place, right time for Melissa Jin. You keep the ball alive and good things can happen. That's what happened there for CMU. And the lead is swelled back to 7 at 18-11. Serve sent over, received by Manful. Porta back to Manful. Dig by Catherine Marshall, who's checked in. And the kill from Catherine Jackson on the near side. And Grove City will take time. Carnegie Mellon up 19-11. Back after this timeout on the home of the Wolverines.
Valvoline Express, Karen Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy. Check your oil, check your fluids, and get you clean. Fast, friendly service for cars, trucks, and SUVs. Wiper blades or filters, check your tire pressure. Locally owned, nationally known.
Ken Frenchak here from the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Fall. leaves are changing. Why not get a jump start on the season and get the oil changed in your vehicle? We have your grade of Valvoline oil regardless of your gas or diesel engine. We stock most air filters and windshield wiper blades. So don't forget, we offer 2 automatic car washes along with 2 self-serve bays. Stop by to have your car run and look great. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come to us for the experience.
Valvoline Express, Karen Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy.
Melissa Ginn to serve. Received by Lily Wotala, set up by Porta. Dorst sends it over. Dug nicely by Marshall, kept alive. A free ball sent over by Jackson. Dorst to Porta, sets it up. Manful able to get that one tipped. Ball batted around. Dorst, that one caught the net, got over. Kept alive by Ginn. Now a free ball sent over by Tamala. Dorst over to Porta, the attack by Hart. And a kill for the Wolverines. Both teams scrapping there, kept it alive, and ultimately Grove City able to get a point on the board. Sarah Hart chalks up a kill. Hart's third of the night. And the lead trimmed back to 7. Wolverines need to make a run here. Bella Costa to serve. Received by Marshall, set by Tamala. Attack by Jackson is in. Catherine Jackson tucks that one inside the corner. 20-12. Jackson out of Davie, Florida to serve. Received by Dorst. Porta back to Dorst. Dug by Jackson. Tamala will set it up. Marshall's attack dug by Porta. Watala sets it up this time. Attack from Dorst. Dug nicely by Jackson. Went to both knees. Attack by Marshall. Porta with the dig. Set up by Watala. Now Dorst will knock it over. Tamala sets it up. That one hammered across by Pan. Kept alive. Manful blocked the net. Poole tips it over. Dug by Jackson. Pan able to pound that one down. And CMU has a 9-point lead once again. Wolverines kept it alive. But Sophie Pan able to locate that open area in the back left. And Pan picks up kill number 3. Porta sets it up. Dorst will send a line drive attack over. Dug by Jackson. Near side Marshall. Dug by Wotala. Set by Porta. Attack far side from Dorst. Ginn will give it over to Tamala. Sets it up for Pan. And Pan back-to-back kills for her. Sophie Pan is going to be a problem for a lot of people on the CMU schedule here coming up. Problem for the Wolverines tonight. That serve was a problem too, as an ace recorded by Catherine Jackson to make it 23-12. It is a 6-1 run by CMU. Carolyn Smith will check in, 6-foot freshman from Collegeville, Pennsylvania, Germantown Academy. Her first action tonight. Serve sent over, received by Dorst. Poole gets blocked. As an immediate contribution from Smith in the middle. Solo block for her, 24-12 CMU. Serve received by Dorst, set up by Porta. Manful, the attack. Dug by Ginn. And the attack far side. Wolverines send it back over Dorst. Able to drop that one in. As Safford was there and just couldn't quite get there. She got the changeup instead of the fastball. And Elena Dorst notches a kill. Watala to serve. Received by Marshall. Set by Ginn and a block for the Wolverines. Plush helping pick up that block. 24-14. Watala serve, received by Marshall. Now free ball sent over by Sophie Pan. Set by Porta, works it far side to Dorst, and that one's going to be a little bit long, and Carnegie Mellon takes set number 2, 25-14. We'll come back with the third set after this on the home of the Wolverines.
Welcome back to the Dog Show. Up next, we have Satchmo. Satchmo is a member of the Shelter Pet Group.
That's right, a group known especially for their couch-snuggling, ball-chasing, face-licking, tail-wagging, backyard-hanging, and, of course, companionship.
And what breed would you say Satchmo is?
I'd have to go with maybe a lavish terrier-hound chihuahua-looking kind of mix.
Tremendous dog.
I'd also like to point out Satchmo's coloring, a white, gray, brown, black brindle, simply marvelous.
You know, it's such a treat to watch a dog like this.
Now, let's see him in action.
Look how he makes eye contact with his person.
That's actually known as the treat stare.
How intuitive. And now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles.
Ah, the happy dance, so common with this group.
And finally, the loving face lick.
It's great how he just gets in there and, well, licks.
Fantastic. But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
This is why you work so hard to pay the mortgage. Because home is more than 4 walls and a roof. It's that porch swing on a summer night. It's pajamas with feet and everybody over for Sunday dinner. And that old stuffed chair in the living room you just can't get rid of. This is why you work a second job. This is why you learn to fix things yourself, so you could save on repairs. Because home is your place, your memories, your family sleeping in their own beds at night. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. And now even more options are available. Call 888-995-HOPE today. That's 888-995-HOPE. Or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov.
Good night, Mama.
This is why. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Scratch paper. We're back here in the Grove City College Arena. CMU leading 2-0. Update tonight, of course. It is the coaches versus cancer match tonight, and through the GoFundMe, the fundraiser is ongoing in both lobbies. So far, we have raised $6,327.49 for the AHN Grove City Cancer Benevolence Fund, and what a so thankful to be able to provide that update. And the GoFundMe will be open through the end of the week. So for Grove City Volleyball and the Benevolence Fund, and what that fund does here for the AHN Grove City Cancer Institute here in Grove City Borough, it helps out people who come alongside to help them with people with financial, physical, etc. And if you're able to contribute, please do so. Even if you can't make a financial, certainly your prayers, your support, very much appreciated as well. But really great to be able to provide that update. And we still have at least one more set to go tonight. Wolverines hope there are 3 more sets to go. And again, the GoFundMe will stay open through the end of the week. Wolverines working right to left. Brooke Manfield will serve to begin set 3. And Manfield's first serve is errant. And that will make it 1-0, Carnegie Mellon. So Tamala now to serve for CMU. A couple of aces for her already tonight. 2 of CMU's 5 aces. Dorst receives that one. Manfield sets it up. Now the attack from Stonehouse, blocked back, dug by Watala. Dorst will give it a second try, and she picks up the kill. Elena Dorst, 4th kill of the night. That'll tie things up at 1. And Dorst, her reward for the kill is getting to serve. Sends it over. Tipped by Tamala, sent over. Dug by Stonehouse. Manful sets it up for Sarah Hart, and she'll get the kill. So for the first time tonight, the Wolverines have the lead. 2-1. First set was all CMU. Grove City did a lot of good things in set 2, then CMU pulled away late. Well, good start for the Wolverines in the third set. Serve received by Jackson, set by Tamala. Woodard the tip, dug by Klush. Watala sets it up, battle at the net. Woodard digs it, Tamala. Far side tip by Jown. Onto the Grove City side. Hart, dug by Saffert. Now free ball sent over by Kate Jown. Set by Manful, the attack blocked back over. Free ball, now CMU will try it. Attack Jown, she gets blocked. Dug by Woodard. Out of the back row, Jackson sends it long, and 3-1 Grove City. And Elena Dorst to serve. So 3 straight for the home team. Serve received by Jackson. Set far side, that attack hammered down by Kate Jown. CMU needed a point, and they go to the big gun Jown, and she responds to make it 3-2. It's certainly very early in the set, but if you're CMU, you want to try to keep Grove City from getting some momentum and confidence, and Jown able to get side out back for her team. And now an ace. The serve by a new entrant, that's Bryn Shern, 5'6" sophomore from Englewood, Colorado. She makes an immediate contribution for the Tartans. Ties it at 3, and now it's untied. The serve out of the net, 4-3 Grove City. Poole returns for Grove City. Lily Poole in, Lily Wotala out. They are both L-I-L-L-Y. Lily Lagaris is L-I-L-Y for the Wolverines. Kendra Klush with the serve. CMU the attack out of the middle is putting that one down. Carolyn Smith. Smith, we saw a little bit of her at the end of set 2, and she comes up with that kill, and CMU ties it at 4. Saffert to serve. I believe it's her first serve of the night. Received by Dorst, and we're going to have an error on Grove City, so it'll be kill for Carnegie Mellon. I don't know if it was a block attack or if the Grove City attacker was over the net. Either way, it's point CMU. That serve hit the tip of the top of the net, batted around, and Hart will send it over. Tamala sets it up. Woodard from the near side, blocked. Dug by Tamala. Saffert sets it up, far side Jackson. And the attack off of Manful's fingertips, out of bounds, and a kill for Carnegie Mellon. 6-4 Tartans here in set 3. Izzy Saffert to serve. And that one floats long. A knuckleball serve. Knuckleball serve, sometimes those will go and they will just drop like an anchor near the end line. That one kept floating. And the Wolverines are back within a point with Eliana Porta to serve from the middle of the floor. Received by Shern. Saffert sets it and a free ball sent over. Dug by Dorst. Porter with a set. Hart will send it across. The attack results in a kill. Bounces up into the front row, where it is fielded by physics professor Dr. Shane Brower deftly. And it's 6-all. Serve received by Shern. Jackson's attack, dug by Wotala. Set by Porta, the attack from Hart. And Sarah Hart racks up another kill. 7-6, Wolverines back on top. Sarah Hart with her 6th kill of the night. She's starting to warm up. Well, it's become kind of a warm evening here in the Grove City College Arena. Porta serves, received by Shern. Tamala with a set. Jackson's attack is rejected. We'll try it again. Woodard from the near side. Porta with a dig. Manful the set. Hart from the 10-foot line, dug by Saffert. Tamala sets it up, and Sophie Pan hammers that one home for her 6th kill of the night. We're tied at 7. Pan and Woodard 6 kills tonight. Jackson leading the way with 11 and Jown with 8. Jin to serve. Serve received by Manful. Porta sets it up. Hart the attack. Set up by Tamala. Now the attack from Jackson. The dig goes and hits the roof. Of course, it's still a live ball. Manful sends it over. Saffert digs it. Tamala sets it up. Attack by Pan sent over. Carnegie Mellon will try it again. Jackson from a standing position. Dug by Dorst. Porta sets it up. Hart's attack long. And it's a point for CMU. Tartan's back on top 8-7. Nice grab over there by the ball boy. Craig Fair, the starting setter on Grove City's men's volleyball team. He and the pride of Grove City Borough, Hayden McCready, handling those duties on the far side. Served by Jin. Hart with the attack. Dug by Shern. Get over to Jackson. And that one outside the antenna. We're tied at 8. That is only the 8th attack error of the night for CMU through 2+ sets. CMU 360 hitting percentage. The Wolverines are back into the black at 0-15. Costa, line drive, received by Shern, the attack by Jackson. And that hitting percentage is going to go up a little bit as Jackson records the kill. Grove City for the season's been up in the 250s hitting percentage-wise. If you're wondering what that is, it's kills minus errors divided by total attacks. Jackson, serve received by Watala. Porta sets it up. Dorst with a tip. Jin digs over to Tamala, and Pan picks up another kill. So CMU tonight, 37 kills, 8 attacks on 77, or 8 errors on 77 attacks. So 29 divided by 77 is 377, for those of you interested in the math. Manful far side, her attack is short, and it's 11-8. 4 straight for Carnegie Mellon. Grove City's hitting percentage, 12 attacks, 12 errors in 70, 12 kills, 12 errors, 70 attacks is 0. Dorst will try to change that, and she does. Attack along the near side, sneaks it inside the sideline, 11-9. Wolverines back to within a deuce. And Wotala will serve. Lily Wotala out of Revere High School over in the Akron area, Copley, Ohio. Tamala sets it up, Pan with the attack, and it's long. And the tip off of Dorst, she got a finger on it. That'll be 12-9. Pan to serve from the far left, and that one comes to the near side, cross court, out of bounds. Wolverines will send Stonehouse back in, Porta out. We see Sarah Harris for the first time tonight. Harris, 5'5" junior senior from, setter, 5'5" junior setter from Lebanon, Ohio, down in southwest Ohio, and she will handle the serving duties here. Set by Tamala, and the attack by Jown, out of bounds. And Grove City has cut the lead back to 1, 12-11. Harris to serve. Serving more or less in the middle of the back. Received by Jackson, the set by Tamala. The tip by Smith. Stonehouse sets it up. Dorst will send it over. And a blocking error will be caught on Smith. Catherine Smith into the net. And that ties it at 12. First block error of the night on CMU, each team with 1 blocking error. Harris line drive long, and CMU inches back ahead 13-12. Woodard returns for the Tartans. Jin out. Carnegie Mellon winning the first 2 sets tonight. Looking for the sweep. Grove City looking to send this one to a 4th. Tamala, her serve received by Dorst. And Wolverines can't do much with it. 14-12 CMU. Klusch went down to try to set it up. Not a clean reception by the Wolverines. Tamala serve received by Dorst. Set by Harris. Stonehouse the attack. Dug by Tamala. Set up by Safford. Woodard's attack gets dug back the other way. Dorst. She's dug on the far side by Jackson. Far side the attack from Jin. Dorst the dig. Wotala sets it up. Dorst from the 10-foot line. Sends it across. Catherine Jackson another dig. Jown. That one tipped back across. Tamala back to Jown. She'll try it again, and that one is successful for Kate Jown. Jown, 9th kill of the night. 15-12 CMU. Feels like a danger zone for the Wolverines here. Tamala serves, received by Dorst. Set by Harris. And Bella Costa with the attack. Dug by Safford. Tamala sets it up. The tip by Smith. Dug by Stonehouse. Near side Dorst. That attack off the antenna. And it will be a point for CMU. And timeout taken by the Wolverines. 16-12 CMU with the lead in set 3. We'll be back with more after this on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover guitar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Naya Tamala to serve, received by Dorst. Sent over by Stonehouse. Set by Tamala. Woodard able to find the back corner. Woodard putting together a solid night. 7 kills on 13 attacks. And it is now 17-12 CMU. 5 in a row for Ann Bach's squad. Make it 6 as an ace recorded by Tamala. 3rd of the night for her to go along with 33 assists. Jin out. Catherine Marshall back in. The 5'10 sophomore from Atlanta. Tamala received by Costa. Watala sets it up. And Dorst will pick up the kills. That block attempt drifted out of bounds. Like slow motion, then it ended up just outside. Grove City back within 5. Dorst serve, received by Marshall. The attack, Carolyn Smith out of the middle. And just like that, it's 19-13. Shern returns for Marshall. Her serve received by Wotala. Harris sets it up. Attack from Dorst. Nice dig from Safford. Attack now Jackson. Wotala digs it. Dorst will set up for Sarah Hart. And Hart will pick up the kill. Hart put that one down. Grove City staying within striking distance at 19-14, but Wolverines need to string a few together here. Klush to serve. Received by Shern. Set by Tamala. And Woodard's serve comes over on the near, or her attack, I should say, off of Klush out of bounds, and it's 20-14. That was starting to make it towards our neighborhood here on press row. Saffert to serve. She has an ace tonight, serving about 2/3 of the way towards the left corner. Harris the set, Dorst the attack, and Elena Dorst picks up the kill. 8th kill of the night for Elena, the Middletown, Delaware product. And again, Grove City within 5 in this third set. Porta to serve. She has the only Wolverine ace tonight. The Wolverines, they've been able to make some runs with Porta serving. Receive by Saffert. The attack by Lynn. Blocked. Poole sends it back across, and on cue, the Wolverines cut it to 4 at 20-16. Porta to serve again. Serve received by Jackson. Now back to Jackson. That attack dug by Porta. Dorst will set it up high. Hart on the attack. Saffert the dig. Tamala sets it up. Woodard from the right side. Blocked. And a point for the Wolverines. Lily Poole, Sarah Hart in there. And timeout, Carnegie Mellon. Wolverines have chipped away. 20-17. And a timeout on the floor. So timeout CMU. We'll take a quick break as well. Wolverines looking to come back in set 3 on the Wolverine Sports Network.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark, and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because feeling full can sound like this.
How did the interview go? I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
And like this.
Mom, I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
(23-22). We apologize we lost our audio briefly. It's opening night for the audio system too. But Grove City's within one, 23-22. CMU has taken both of its timeouts. Wolverines still with one. And Lily Wotala to serve. Receive by Gavros, who's back in. The attack from Pan, and it's 24-22. Sophie Pan, time and time again, has come up with big kill after big kill. Now she will check out as we get a first look at Danny Lee, a freshman out of San Francisco. She'll serve. It's match point for CMU. And it's long, and the Wolverines stay alive, 24-23. Lee out on the Grove City side, Manful out, Porta out, Sarah Harris back in, along with Stonehouse. But still match point for CMU. Harris, the serve received, and now an attack by Smith, dug by Costa. Harris will set it up. Dorst from the near side. Doug kept alive, and it's going to be a tie set. 24-all. Third set, the Wolverines have been crisper. Now, CMU has mixed and matched the lineup a little bit too, and the Wolverines have certainly played considerably better as well also. Harris's serve received. Tamala will set it up. Sent over by CMU. Watala sets it up. Dorst with the attack. Dug by Gavros. Set by Tamala. Looking for Jown. Jown puts it down. Dug by Watala. Harris will set it up. Dorst on the attack. Blocked back over. Watala digs it out. Harris far side. Stonehouse the tip it short. And it'll be once again match point for CMU. Woodard returns for CMU. And Tamala to serve for the match. Tamala sends it across, received by Costa. Harris will set it up. Back to Costa. Dug by Gavros. Tamala far side for Jown. And it's going to land. It was tipped either way. It's going to be a kill. And Carnegie Mellon wins it 26-24. Good third set for the Wolverines, but CMU showing a lot of mettle, and CMU showing why it is 7-1 on the season. Tartans get the sweep tonight. We'll tell you all about it after this timeout. CMU wins it on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Dog Show. Up next, we have Satchmo. Satchmo is a member of the Shelter Pet Group.
That's right, a group known especially for their couch-snuggling, ball-chasing, face-licking, tail-wagging, backyard-hanging, and, of course, companionship.
And what breed would you say Satchmo is?
I'd have to go with maybe a lavish terrier hound chihuahua looking kind of mix.
Tremendous dog.
I'd also like to point out Satchmo's coloring, a white, gray, brown, black brindle, simply marvelous.
You know, it's such a treat to watch a dog like this.
Now, let's see him in action.
Look how he makes eye contact with his person.
That's actually known as the treat stare.
How intuitive. And now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles.
Ah, the happy dance, so common with this group.
And finally, the loving face lick.
It's great how he just gets in there and, well, licks.
Fantastic. But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
This is why you work so hard to pay the mortgage. Because home is more than four walls and a roof. It's that porch swing on a summer night. It's pajamas with feet and everybody over for Sunday dinner. And that old stuffed chair in the living room you just can't get rid of. This is why you work a second job. This is why you learned to fix things yourself, so you could save on repairs. Because home is your place, your memories, your family sleeping in their own beds at night. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. And now even more options are available. Call 888-995-HOPE today. That's 888-995-HOPE. Or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov.
Good night, Mama.
This is why. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
We are back one final time on the Wolverine Sports Network, where CMU defeats Grove City 26-24 in the third set tonight. Looking at some individual numbers and leaders on the Grove City side. Elena Dorst, 10 kills tonight, 8 for Sarah Hart. Assist-wise, 9 for Eliana Porta. She had the only ace tonight as well. 9 digs for Lily Wotala, 6 for Porta, 5 for Elena Dorst. 4 blocks for Lily Poole, 2 for Kendra Klusch. On the CMU side, it was Catherine Jackson, 13 kills, Kate Jown with 10, Sophie Pan and Brooke Woodard, 9 each. Bella Woodard, 9 each for CMU. 39 assists for Tamala. She also had 3 aces. Jackson with 2, 13 digs tonight for the defensive specialist Zoe Gavris. Once again, your final tonight, 25-7, 25-14, and 26-24. Grove City now 6-1. CMU improves to 7-1. We thank you for tuning into tonight's match. We'll talk to you on the 20th for volleyball here. Don't forget, we'll have Wolverine football on the Wolverine Sports Network 12:15 Saturday against Mount Union. Kickoff 1 o'clock while the Andrew Deaton Auto Show at 12:15. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night, everybody.
The Wolverine Sports Network is...
Thank you for tuning into the Wolverine Sports Network. We'll talk to you next time on the home of the Wolverines.